How you doing, guys? This is Richie. The Punisher. The return of the original Punisher. So I've been waiting for this for a while. Huge fan of the Punisher. Didn't like what they did. I don't know. They turned him into some blonde guy without the skull on his chest because police were using the skull and just craziness in the comic book industry. Turned an American icon, like just threw it in the trash. And then the industry wonders why they suffer. Leave the politics out, leave all the nonsense out, bring us good characters, bring us good stories. It's very simple. Very simple. Anyway, enough of that. Punisher #1, is it any good? This is a red band. Means more blood and guts, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. Thoroughly enjoyed this. And right out the gate, man, he sees red. And it's like the Punisher's crawling around in blood. Doesn't know who he is. He's waking up. He's injured. His shoulder is... along with the lingering smell of sulfur. He's been laying there for a while. He's got his guns. He's got his outfit. But he's not really sure what's going on. And his magazine for his Uzi is empty. But he can't remember his name. So these people are dead and he is not. So he's killed a whole bunch of people. And everything's on fire. You know, typical Punisher, out of control violence. Blood, guts. So he's running on instinct. And he's on a boat and the cops are coming. Boat's on fire. And he's shooting at the cops, but he doesn't want to hurt them. He's just shooting out their lights. But they're firing back, so he's got to get out of there. The only thing that matters is the work he must do. And you know what kind of work that is. The work of the blade and the bullet. He lives so that others may die. It's a great introduction. And I loved the Punisher when I was a kid. And even I loved it in the 90s when I was in my 20s. I had an uncle, well, he's still alive, I think. And he was only about 10 or 11 years older than me. He's a huge reason why I was collecting comic books. Back in the late 70s, he had drawers filled with them, and he would always give me comics. Super cool, funny dude. We used to smoke joints together all the time and go to the comic book store. Now, this is 91, 92, 93. And he always liked the Punisher. I always remember he loved the Punisher, so... Benjamin Piercy is the writer, and Julius Ojeda, whom I've never heard of, is the artist. Now, the artist is all right. I'd like to see Marco Cicchito doing this, but this it's good. First Reformed Church, Queens of New York. And he's talking to her, and this is so typical Punisher, man. How long has it been since your last confession? Let's just say I'm new to this. The old corrupt priest in the confessional trope. So this is in Queens, huh? But it's not the Punisher that's talking to the priest, it's the Kingpin. And he's telling them, hey, there's a gun underneath your seat, you better get it. And he pretty much convinces the priest to shoot himself in the head. Good looking Kingpin. Yeah, this guy ain't too bad as an artist. You know, it looks a little computer generated, you know, but I guess that's the way everything's going these days. And here are all the bodies on the, I guess that was the boat. They're all burned up. And of course, it looks like, what do we have? A lesbian woman, black woman, who's the detective. Great. There's going to be retribution. And who do we run into? Tombstone. And this is a great looking tombstone. You know, I like Corbin's tombstone because I thought that was exceptional. Actually, Corbin's tombstone kind of mirrors what the guy who's playing Tombstone actually looks like. But that's neither here nor there. That's a different comic. So it says, you don't mess with Tombstone. I want to make something clear. You're not getting out of here alive. All these gang members he's got hanging up from meat hooks. The best I can offer is a quick death, which is better than the alternative. So Tombstone starts ripping these people to shreds. And I'm the last guy who's trying to get the last guy to rat. A great face right there. I always liked Tombstone. I thought he was an interesting, good character for that street level Spider-Man, Punisher stories. So now we're in Brooklyn. And washed up on the shore is Frank Castle, and he's throwing up all over the place. And he meets this old lady, and he snatches the phone from her and tells her, no hospital, no phone. Take me to your house. And she takes him. So she kind of stitches him up, tries to nurse him back to health. And man, he's all scarred up. And why does he have the hand mark on his back? I don't remember that in the stories. Maybe that's something I missed over the years. But look at him. He's all beat up, scarred up, hairy, gigantic dude. Tough as nails, and pours some booze in his wound. And then starts pulling out bullets. Great looking eyeball here. That shows like real intensity. This is cool. And the Kingpin, he's scoping out the boat, seeing what's going on. And he's got a councilwoman tied to a chair here, but she's not doing too good. Guess he tortured her to death or drugged her up or whatever. Back to Tombstone. Now they have this like kind of cart full of body parts. So Tombstone tore everybody to shreds, and now they're carting away all the body parts. Frank's still trying to recover, and he's getting like weird headaches. And he don't know what's going on. He still can't remember who he is. He's getting bad headaches, and there's the Kingpin sitting behind a computer saying, all right, Frank, you've rested long enough. So it turns out Kingpin somehow got some kind of chip into Castle's head. And so now he's, I don't know if he can, he's trying to activate him. But I don't know if the Punisher's fighting it or what. But I loved it. I thought it was great, man. It's brutal. It's definitely red band. It's right up my alley for the Punisher. I'm excited for issue number 2. Cool cover by, who was it? Ariel Olivetti, looks like. And there's a whole bunch of covers for, you know, the cover collectors, the variant collectors. I think that's just cover A. Anyway, I look forward to issue 2, and I believe there's another, maybe a mini-series, Jimmy Palmiotti. And who else? I forget who else. I don't know who's drawing it. But I guess they got these 2 back to back. So the Punisher's... Oop, what's going on here? The Punisher is back. And Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's got my attention. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.